My name's Noelle Dey. I'm 54 years old, and I got diagnosed with PKD when I was 23. Once a year, I would have some sort of a complication, and that might come in the form of a cyst rupturing. Sometimes those hospitalized me, but the pain that would come along with that would last for over a week, where I'd take time off work and so forth. I also would get recurring infections, be it like a UTI or even moving up into my kidneys. When I was living under the typical PKD diet that we hear from our doctors or the foundations, it revolved around white bread, white rice, and low potassium, low sodium. I found myself the box of my life was getting smaller and smaller, and it really got to a point where I didn't enjoy eating. And crazy enough, the more tightly I would follow that diet, the worse my numbers were getting. And so it was really, really frustrating. My husband is actually the one who found the research that went over the keto diet and its impact on PKD. And I found the RISE program. What went through my mind is all they do is eat meat and cheese and call themselves healthy. How could this be okay for my kidneys? And that was such an amazing part of the RISE journey, was that it's not just keto that outsiders do. It is specialized to our specific needs as PKD warriors. It literally turned everything right side up in an upside down situation. And so instead of feeling like I'm living this little contained life, I felt like doors were opening for me again. Like I'm eating food that's amazing. I found people who are like me, who don't want to live life focused in on an illness, but actually want to focus in on living life. I really appreciated the weekly meetings, just getting to see people who are just like me, trying, and we're sharing ideas, sharing victories, sharing frustrations, and just knowing that I'm not alone. There are so many people just like me, and to have that brainstorming with fellow warriors was amazing. And really for me, the most incredible part was having my coach, because there's so many things that would pop up. And when I would be dealing solely with my nephrologist, I would have to wait from appointment to appointment. And so it was a lot of time feeling isolated, being scared with certain things, but being able to message my coach and to get such a quick response, oh yeah, we know exactly what's happening. And here's what I would recommend. And so to have someone on that journey who knows and understands was incredible. That was a huge lifeline for me. Being a part of the RISE program showed me what keto looks like for a PKD warrior, and it is different. The food has been delicious. I love eating again, which is incredible. And it's also something that's very easy to do out and about. I've got more energy and I'm getting results. What I've been told is your creatinine never gets lower. Your kidney functioning can never increase. It only gets worse until we tell you it's time for dialysis or transplant. And so it would be this micro focus on being sick and the fear of what's coming up ahead. I'm living testimony. My creatinine has lowered. My kidney functioning has increased. I'm loving my foods. I'm very empowered. And I would say also a huge win was the mindset growth that I had through the program. So going through being able to disarm fear of each time I would have to go in for a lab, I would literally come close to a panic attack opening my results. And now just being okay, this is a guide and it's going to help my coach help me navigate. And it took away fear's power over me. When I was considering joining the RISE program, I think initially I was I can't do that. I can't spend that much money on myself. And what I realized is I have a very generous heart for others, but I tend to be stingy with myself. And it didn't take me very long to realize that, you hear the adage when you fly, put your oxygen mask on first, and then you'll be able to help others. And so what I realized is this investment in myself is actually the greatest investment I can give to my family. Because if my health is thriving, all the more I could give my family, and also just their peace of mind. you know, my mom's going to be okay. My mom's on a path to wellness. That's a huge investment. So I would say you are worth this investment, and you are going to be so blown away with how your world is going to open up. And so please consider this. If I were to do it all over again, I would make the exact same decision, and I would be absolutely thrilled.